CFO of Red Lake Gaming. To give a brief background of the notes and debts that are going to be retired, they were officially retired at the end of the year. And today is really, it's really a special day because it's a huge achievement on behalf of the tribe and an endeavor that we took on several years ago before most of us were on the council here. I think, Al, were you on the council then?
Yeah, it just came on.
Yeah, he just came on. He was like the freshman council member, and it was something that for the tribe was perceived as a great risk and something that was, people weren't sure about whether or not the band should be borrowing amounts of money like that to expand gaming and so forth and so on. But back then, that administration, now you can see that it was a successful and it was a well thought out initiative. It was a good idea, created nearly 300 jobs for our tribal members, and it's something that took a lot of discipline, a lot of time, and good management. So, we have our managers here today and the people from throughout the gaming organization who worked hard on this, so we want to make sure that we acknowledge their efforts, and it's good to see all of the gaming employees here, CEO, CFO, and all of the managers who are here today, and all the people who made this possible, and also the tribal council. Thank all of you. Past administrations, where it started, who worked on it throughout the years, credit is due to all of those people who worked on retiring these debts over those years and staying disciplined. That's the good thing. I know at times out in our community there was doubt, and people who actually out there gave the impression that the tribe was not being managed very well, that the debts were not being paid, and rumors and those kind of things surfaced. And over the years, the tribe stood fast and said, no, that's not true. We are making our debt service payments. We are consistent. We're totally capable. And we've grown to a point now where we can take on these type of ventures. So it's important to us today to also let the tribal members know that we are at a point in our history where we're fully capable of managing ourselves, of managing business and doing things the right way. So it is really a good day. So Rick, if you could, maybe you could give a little background on the Marshall Group notes. And we're going to have a short ceremony, a symbolic note burning ceremony. We'd all be running out here with the fire alarms going if we burnt the whole thing. It's like this thick. So we'll distribute a copy to all of the tribal council members. And then I guess these are matches, so this is what's going to set the whole thing off. So Rick, if you could.
Yeah, I'm going to maybe lean on Al a little bit for the early history. My understanding is that the process started in 2000 well, it actually started ahead of that, but the financing probably goes to roughly 2000. And at that time, borrowing that significant of money, as the chairman said, was a significant risk. There were not all of the vehicles open to tribal entities to borrow money as there is today. One other highlight, I believe, here is that the Marshall Group now is calling on us on a regular basis, saying, if you ever need to do another venture, our credit record has been established so that they're more than anxious to do business with us on a continuing basis, as are other entities. The total amount of the debt was $27 million. It was roughly $19 million was taxable, $7 million was non-taxable. That would be for the water park and for governmental operations. But in total, it was $27 million. The tribe borrowed that over a one-year period of time during the construction phase of the project, and then paid it back on a 6-year amortization, which is meant for big house payments for the gaming operation, but it stayed focused and the job was done. Contrary to a lot of reports in the press on news that doubted the ability of the tribe to do it, it did get done. The final payment was made December 31st, 2007. The notes are totally off of the financial statements as of December financial statements. That's a synopsis.
Thank you very much. Well, I'd like to, Tribal Treasurer, if he has any comments he'd like to make regarding the notes and the retirement. He provided oversight over the whole thing since he's been the treasurer here, so I can say.
Chiefs, council members, Canadian employees, and all tribal members that are here to take part on this special occasion that's going to happen today, burning the $27 million notes that was done past administration to establish our casino, hotel, water park, and also War Road, remodeling War Road, plus we got a hotel down in War Road. Those are the things that was done, and it was many times you would read papers saying that that was the wrong thing to do, but in actuality, it was a step forward for Red Lake Nation to establish something that our future generations can look at. The leaders that sat before us, what they did was a great monument step for them, for all of us as the tribal members of Red Lake. But as you can recall, this $27 million, but the actual cost was $40 million. We had to use our trust funds because of different changes they made, different additions they had to make on this site. So it's going to be a great day, and I want to we got to thank the guys that work on the floor on all our properties because they work hard. A lot of times we don't recognize those people that work right at the floor, or bus drivers that haul our workers to work. All these council members too that go up there and encourage these people to do a good job. So I want to thank everybody, and I want to say bridge to all council members and chiefs for staying focused and make sure we did our job, which we have to do. You got you.
Do the honors. Probably burn myself if I do those things. Start.
Strike it on your pants there.
We're going to have something that...
Where are we going to put it?
We're going to have something that... There's a trash can right there. You can probably take that liner out.
Darryl, you'll just have to hand it to someone else.
Don't burn.
Excuse me.
Oh, here's the metal one, just like here's the metal one. There's the metal one.
Thanks, Gary.
$27 million in 7 years, a remarkable achievement. I don't know if any of the gaming managers, some of the managers have been here since gaming started, and they've worked with all of the previous tribal council, like back in 2000. The tribal council who actually embarked on this venture, and throughout the years. So, are there any of the gaming managers? Do you have any? CEO Charlie, Wanda, do you have anything you'd like to say or anything?
Well, I'd like to say that we finally got through this. It's been a rough 6 years to make these huge payments, and we did get through it, and I'd like to thank my staff, council, for bearing with us to get through this. And it's been a rough road, but we made it, and I think we proved something.
All right. We have some cake over there. Help yourself. I don't know who's going to cut the cake through thing. It's going to take a couple minutes just to kind of congratulate some of the gaming people.
It's power.